Welcome, fans, once again to the Eliminator Sports Network. My name is Wayne Shorter, host, general manager, CEO, the Jerry Jones of this game. And we are here in week 4 of the NFL football season. And I'll tell you what, finally, we got our first one correct of the year when the Dallas Cowboys defeated the Chicago Bears 31-17. And that was my Eliminator pick. The other two picks that I had was the Buccaneers over the Rams, if you hadn't used the Tampa Bay Bucks already, and also the Carolina Panthers, which most of you took when they beat the 49ers, but wanted to hold out. Maybe you wanted to take this week, but given the fact that a lot of things that went on in Charlotte over the week, it might have had an effect on the Carolina Panthers, and that's why they lost the game. So if you took the Panthers, if you took the Buccaneers, I'm sorry. That was my second and third picks. Bottom line is Dallas won, so I got the first win of the year. Wow is absolutely right. See, a broken clock is right once a week. Just saying. So let's get into week 4 of the NFL season. Cincinnati defeated Miami. Now, a lot of you probably would have took that game because the Bengals beat the Dolphins. So pretty much just use this video as to see how I do. Okay, now let's go into the games. We have the London game this week. The Jaguars, the home team, taking on the Indianapolis Colts. I've already used them in week 1. Andrew Luck burned me. Or should I say Matthew Stafford burned me. Division games, you know how I feel about division games. Just pass on them. I wouldn't even take Jacksonville if you paid me to right now. They're not good. And the other division game we're going to pass is the Houston Texans, 6.5-point favorite over the Tennessee Titans. J.J. Watt out for the year, broken back, but still doesn't matter. Titans is going to lose anyway, but do not use Houston. It's an eliminator pair. This will be the type of game that Tennessee comes up and actually wins. So just kind of stay away from that one. Now, here's the one a lot of you I know is going to take, but I'm not going to take it because of what happened last week when the Browns played Miami. A lot of you took the Browns, and you had to sweat it out to overtime. My game with Dallas, I was asleep after the third quarter. I knew this was in the bag, so I could go to sleep after halftime. So the same rules apply here. Washington Redskins is an 8.5-point favorite over Cleveland. Do not take this game. Don't. If you want to, do you trust Kirk Cousins? Bottom line is, do you trust Kirk Cousins to win this game for the Redskins? I say no. Proves them now. But this is a game that, with the Redskins, you just don't know. I mean, you lose 2 at home, and then you turn around to go to the Giants, your season kind of on the line, and you pull that game out. So, which is the real Redskins? The ones that lost the first 2 or the ones that won at New York? Personally, I say it's a little bit of in between, but this would be the type of game Cleveland would win. So, stay away. If you take the Redskins and you eliminate a pick this week, you will be sweating like last week when you took Miami against Cleveland. Cleveland's going to win a game this year. Just don't let it be the week that you're burned. So, stay away from this one at all costs. Stay away. Stay away. But a lot of you are going to do it anyway. Y'all going to take the Redskins. Prepare to sweat all day. Next game up, Seattle, 3.5-point favorite at the Jets. You know how I feel. Don't take the road team. The Jets right now, you don't. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 6 interceptions last week. Going against the Legion of Boom. Do not use the Jets. Just saying. Just stay away. Avoid the Jets at all. Just avoid them. Not a good pick this week. Next game up, the Buffalo Bills with a season-saving win over the Arizona Cardinals. Now, a lot of people, I was reading some of the other sites, took Arizona going east to take on Buffalo. That wasn't a smart pick. 1, you lost, and 2, Arizona just is not the team that it was last year. That's pretty obvious. And they're in a whole heap of trouble. Now, this is a game that they need to save their season. Now, I'm jumping around because I know it's the Bills and the Patriots, but one more week of Tom Brady not being on the Patriots, 6.5-point favorite. It's a division game. Stay away from this. Buffalo will show up. Rex Ryan loves to give Bill Belichick hell. It'll be a close game. Patriots won't cover 6.5, so just stay away from that as an eliminator pick. Now, the game that I was the shock me game was and it's a division game coming up, so we know how we feel. It's a lot of division games this week, so it's not a lot of games really to choose from as far as my rules go. So you have the Carolina Panthers, 2.5-point favorite over the Falcons. Falcons are pretty good, just not a good D. And Cam Newton, we expect the real Cam Newton to finally show up. We're hoping he shows up sometime in the near future. I know my jersey is a little dirty from the hot wings I ate earlier today, but it's all good. It's my birthday weekend. I'm 2 years less than this number on my jersey, so that should give you my age. Yes, and the people told me I don't look my age. Hey, black don't crack, and God is good. That's the way I look at it, folks. So, maybe lose my thought. Okay, now back to the Panthers and the Falcons. Stay away, division game. You know how I feel about it. Just stay away, avoid at all costs. Game that I'm now this was a game I was kind of tempted to take, but Raiders are pretty good, okay? And I got a friend of mine who I've got a kind of side bet with for this game because he's a Raiders fan. I'm a Raven fan, and we've already said we'll see you at Buffalo Wild Wings on after the game. So, winner gets the treat. So, the Raiders is a 3.5-point underdog against my Ravens. I thought of taking this game. I really, really thought about it. And then I thought about it, I don't want to sweat. I want to have a relaxing day. So the Raiders are better than advertised. They're not ready for prime time yet. I give them another year once they get the Oakland, Las Vegas, LA, wherever they're going to play at in 2-year situation straight out. They're going to be a beast because they have the young pieces in place. They have a good young linebacker who wears number 52 by the way of Khalil Mack. Tribute to Ray. Thank you very much. So, but as far as the Ravens, 3.5 points, they'll cover, but it'll be a late cover. So, in other words, it might be down up 2 and they get a field goal to push the lead to 5, and that's how they'll win. But as far as a Eliminator game goes, I pass on this one. And I'm a Raven fan. I'm telling you, I'd even pass on it. I just kind of I don't feel confident about it, but I think the Ravens will go to 4-0 and keep me happy. Oh, by the way, also, I'm going to take on a side note a little bit. The Orioles will have clinched, hopefully by the time this video ends, or by tomorrow, home game for the American League wildcard game. The most resilient team that I've ever seen in all my years of baseball is my Baltimore Orioles. So, at times this year, we thought we were out. But the time we got stopped by the Yankees when they gave up like 1 million runs in 2 games. The time we got swept by Boston, everybody thought we were done. But Buck Showalter should get some votes for Manager of the Year because not only did he keep this club alive, he's getting them into the playoff. And I'm going to say this right now. The Orioles are the one team, if they get to the division round, that's the team you really don't want to face because they're playing with house money. As you've seen with Kansas City a couple years back, house money can get you to the World Series. So just a side note, since the Ravens are playing this weekend, the Orioles are going to clinch, it's a great day to be a Baltimore sports fan. Just saying. Next up is the team I've already picked, Matthew Stafford. Thank you for screwing me over. The Detroit Lions, 2.5 points over the Chicago Bears. Division game, stay away. And I'm going to say this right now. Bears are winning this game. They're going to win. So, you heard it first. The Bears will win. They will not go 0-16. They will win. They will get their first win against Detroit. It's a division game. So, it's pride on the line here. So, next game up on the schedule is the Denver Broncos, 3.5-point favorite over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Some people have taken Denver in this one. I just don't feel comfortable taking a road team and eliminate it. I have never had. I've never liked it. I never had. Too many things can go crazy. Jameis Winston is the real deal. He's having a kind of a rough start. He'll get things back on track. Not necessarily against Von Miller, but I think this will be a close game. Denver will win, but as far as using them as an eliminator pick, I wouldn't use it. I just hold Denver until they have a good home game and a matchup you feel a lot more confident about. Another game up is a division game. The Arizona Cardinals, pretty much with their season on the line, against the 2-1 LA Rams. Now, nobody would have thought after week 1 we'd be sitting saying that the Rams are 2-1, but going into Tampa Bay, they defeated the Buccaneers. Is one of the second. That was like my second pick that I had for anybody that wanted to use Tampa Bay against the Rams. And believe me, I was shocked to see the Rams score 37 points too. I was more stunned when I seen the score. I expected Tampa to put up at least 20 to 30 points, but the Rams had only scored 9 points in 2 games. So then they laid 37 on Tampa Bay. This is the NFL for you, folks. You don't know what you're going to get every week. So finally the Rams will come back to earth. They won't score a lot of points, but it's a division game. Arizona should win. If you haven't used them already, it's a division game. Avoid it at all costs, but Arizona should win this game. Next game up is, this is one of my other picks that I'm kind of leaning towards. New Orleans Saints is a 4.5 point underdog at the San Diego Superchargers. I'm going with this one. I was kind of leaning on a couple other games, which I'm going to discuss later. As soon as I get this light out of this mirror off the light, which would be a good thing. Drew Brees, this is what you get when you pay your quarterback $1 gazillion and you have nothing to show for it. Drew Brees gave New Orleans a Super Bowl. More power to you. Drew Brees helped that city come back after Katrina. More power to you. He's going to the Hall of Fame, without a doubt. But this is a true lesson for all you NFL executives that want to pay your quarterback the franchise fee and the franchise money, and you have nothing to show for it as far as your defense. New Orleans has the absolute worst defense in the NFL. Matt Ryan lit him up for 45. Okay? What do you think Phillip Rivers is going to do? And it's at San Diego. This is my eliminator pick. It'll probably be a shootout. It'll probably be a game I'm going to sweat to a little bit. But I just feel that if the Saints can't stop Matt Ryan, what do you think they're going to do with Phillip Rivers? That's the quarterback I feel most confident about. Phillip Rivers. Okay? Phillip Rivers against the New Orleans Saints defense. If Matt Ryan can put up 45, what can Phillip Rivers put up? Maybe 60. This is my eliminator pick. I'm going with the Chargers. But it was another game that kind of intrigued me. You'll be shocked which one I really thought, and I took a long time in saying, you know what, I might go with this, even though it will be against everything I stand for. And I'll explain in a minute. But that is going to be my pick. San Diego, my eliminator pick for the week, will beat the New Orleans Saints. It'll probably be double digits, maybe 7 to 14 in that range. I just feel as though New Orleans cannot stop anybody. Drew Brees can put up 40, and the Saints will give up 50. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. The team that I rooted for last week, my pick, the Cowboys, they are taking on the 49ers. If you didn't use the Cowboys last week, which was the best pick to go with, they're on the road. If I had to break my rule, I would. But this might be the one game San Fran will win. Just saying. This will be the one game they probably end up winning. San Fran, Dallas, it's a rivalry for the ages. San Fran will show up. They'll probably lose late, but I still stay away from Dallas if you had a eliminator pick. And also, this just in, Maryland can't believe that I'm saying this. Maryland smoked Purdue 43-7. But talk to me if they do that against Ohio State. I'm a long-suffering Maryland fan, so 4-0, nice start. I just want to get bowl eligible this year, and then from there we can start, building. Durkin looks like he's going to be the real deal as a coach. I had my doubts about him. I wanted Mike Leach earlier. I thought we were going to end up getting Rick. Well, I knew that was a joke. But it was another coach I thought that we could be in the running for it that was fired. I can't think of his name, which would have been a good fit, but never mind. I think Durkin's going to end up being pretty good, but I digress. Back to the picks. Now, here was the one I really considered taking. The Chiefs and the Steelers. The Steelers is the Ravens' enemy. We don't cheer for the Steelers in anything. Even in Eliminator. Even if I took them. I had serious thoughts I was going to take the Steelers. Nothing suited a Ravens fan better than to watch the whooping in Philly last Sunday. 34-3. I heard the Eagles fight song in my sleep if I was a Steeler fan. I would probably be chanting the Eagles fight song because that's how many times I heard it throughout the day, over and over and over and over again. The Steelers are going to be very pissed off. And this is why I was tempted to take it, because they're going to come home. There's no way Kansas City's getting 6 interceptions off of Ben Roethlisberger. That cannot happen again. They're not getting 6 interceptions. Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown are going to be in a bad mood. And they want to take it out on somebody. And that somebody is the Kansas City Chiefs. Both teams are 2-1. That's why, and the reason why I didn't take it, I just can't take the Steelers. I can't root for the Steelers, even an eliminator. You know, if it means just getting 1 week to say, go Steelers, go and win, and then you're done for the week, and you're done with them for the year, I just can't do it right now. I'm holding the Steelers to later. But that was with my other game. That's my second choice. I'm actually would take, if you haven't used the Steelers, I would take them. I think they're gonna destroy Kansas City. They're gonna beat them by at least 2 scores. And I think that would be a safe pick because I think they're gonna be in a bad mood. So roll with the roll with the Steelers. I know. Raven logic. We roll with our 2 teams we root for are the Ravens and whoever plays the Steelers. So I wanted to say Kansas City, but if you're going to use Pittsburgh, this might be a good week to lose them. I meant to use them, not lose them. Use them. So, other than that, final game on the slate, Monday Night Football, the Giants take on the Minnesota Vikings. My coach of the year, Mike Zimmer. A lot of people want to give it to Belichick for what he's done, but right now to me it's Zimmer, just because you lose Teddy Bridgewater on a gross knee injury, which no one has ever seen yet. And I think maybe it's a good thing we don't. Just think Sean Livingston. When you think of the Teddy Bridgewater injury, just think about Sean Livingston. That's exactly almost the same way it happened. You lose Adrian Peterson pretty much for the year. You lose your tackle, Ryan Khalil, left tackle. You stud, all-pro left tackle. And you don't miss a beat. Zimmer has got that team on cruise control. He's got them on fire. And I just feel as though that they'll beat if you want to use them, I wouldn't use them against the Giants because I'm not as confident with Sam Bradford as your quarterback. They're not my 3rd pick, but definitely it would be like my 4th. I just feel confident that new house, they're not going to lose in that house, especially against the Giants. And it's a safe pick. You're almost waiting for the other shoe to drop with Minnesota, but right now they're doing the unbelievable. They beat Green Bay. They don't have AP. They don't have Bridgewater. Don't have this player. Don't have that player. They have Stephon Diggs from Maryland, who pretty much is the best player on the team right now. Go Stephon, getting one of your jerseys. So I would use the Vikings. I would try to hold on to them. But this would be a good time. If you want to use the Vikings for your pick, go with it. So, once again, my pick this week is the San Diego Superchargers over the New Orleans Saints in Eliminator. As you know, survive and advance each week. Until then, here's some kisses for you, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.